Mentioned just a few moments ago, we're going to be talking about the opioid epidemic, and joining us on the program, Charles DeShazer. He is a doctor and also a senior vice president and chief medical officer at the Highmark Corporation. And also joining us on the program, Stuart Fish, director for Inclusion Health at Allegheny Health Network, and Mitchell West, who is the medical director of addiction at the Allegheny Health Network. Let's begin on why you believe this is such an important topic, and I understand why, but I don't think the average person realizes there's much more to this than just the headlines they see every day, Doc, right?
Absolutely. I think the most important thing to realize is that this is one of the most deadly epidemics we've ever experienced. In 2016, over 63,000 folks died of drug overdose, most of that driven by opioid overdoses. And that's more than the peak of the HIV/AIDS crisis. And that's more than the number of folks that died during the entire 20-year Vietnam War. And so this is an epidemic that has reached a scale that we rarely see in terms of these conditions.
All right, let's talk about the Infusion Health Center at Allegheny Health Network. Go ahead.
The Center for Inclusion Health is a center in the Department of Medicine at Allegheny Health Network, and we've really dedicated our work to bringing people into medical care and healthcare services that have been excluded or face barriers. The population of people with addiction disorders and substance use disorders are a big part of that. So we've really focused a lot of energy and time on the opioid epidemic and getting people into healthcare services that need it, but also into drug treatment services.
All right, the director of addiction and medicine at Allegheny Health Network, Mitchell West, just a few seconds left. Go ahead and elaborate on some of the things we've talked about, why people need to tune into this.
Although in the paper and on TV, what we talk about is the number of overdose deaths. What has struck me the most, since I see patients inpatient at Allegheny General, is the catastrophic medical complications that people have suffered as a result of the opioid addiction. Things as varied as brain abscesses to deep bone infections to the necessity to have valve replacements in their heart.
All right, listen, good people, bad things happen, and that's why they're here at the Allegheny Health Network in conjunction with the Highmark Healthcare Company. Please join us tonight with your host, Dr. Gerald Pfeiffer, on Medical Frontiers, Kdka Radio. Good evening.